new eyeshadow palette that consists of, what is it, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. What? Like, seriously. Hey, so today I am trying out What's Up Beauty. They sent some items along and they also presented me with their new eyeshadow palette called Desert Monsoon. Look at the gorgeous color scheme here. There's 12 shades. And then we also got some nail polishes. And one of the things I'm most excited about, they sent their brushes over that are natural hair. So like I said before, all this stuff was gifted to me. So let's go ahead and get into the video. Hey guys, this is Ashley. Welcome on back to my channel. So as I just mentioned before, What's Up Beauty reached out and they were like, hey, we want you to try your products. And I was like, sure, especially because I knew they had some natural hair brushes. I was like, yes. So let's start with the natural hair brushes because they're in my hand, or maybe I should just introduce myself first. So if you are new to this channel, welcome. And if you're oldie but goodie, welcome on back. My name is Ashley. I have a doctorate in pharmacy and I love makeup. So that's how you get Dr. Ash and her makeup. And eyeshadow really is my jam, but please just call me Ash or Ashley. So like I just mentioned before, they sent over their brushes that I'm going to demo today. And these are natural hair and they're made out of goat hair. So you actually get 6 brushes and they retail for the cost of $119.70. That is if you want to purchase all 6 together. Otherwise, you can purchase the brushes individually, and these brushes are made in Japan. So yes, so we do have some brushes that are made in Japan, and like I said, they are natural hair and they are very, very, very soft. So the concept behind these brushes is that it's supposed to be for easy application, blending and accenting when you do your eyeshadow, and because they're using goat hair, it's going to be really easy to pick up the product. And then the ferrule is actually produced from a durable brass. I'm over here checking my notes, and they're double crimped to also just making sure that it is going to be stable for a long time right here. So you know when you wash your brushes and making sure like no water is getting down in your ferrule, but anytime you wash your brushes, especially natural hair brushes, you need to make sure that they dry this way, okay, instead of that way, so the water's not going down and ruining the wood or the handles of your brushes depending on how they're made. So this is the brush set, and then we also have the the Desert Monsoon eyeshadow palette with 12 gorgeous shades. So you do have 5 different matte shades, and I found like the matte shades are really gorgeous. And then you also have a duochrome that is called Sun, and then you also have some duochrome metallics, and then you also have some satin shades. So there's quite a variety of shade and formulas in this particular palette. So I'm going to be doing 3 looks with this today. And then also they sent along their nail polishes that came along with this collection. And that is actually what What's Up Beauty is actually known for. So a little bit about the brand. They're based out of Arizona and they specialize in nail polishes. So when you go on their website, if you want some funky nail polishes, maybe some metallics, some duochrome or multi-chrome nail polishes, I don't do my own nails, but they cater to all of that. But I am going to save like a couple just to have around, because sometimes I do end up polishing my nails for whatever reason. The palette and the products are actually, the eyeshadow palette is cruelty free. It is made in Italy. It is assembled in the United States of America, but the formula from being made in Italy does seem to be really nice on it. And they actually have a store in Chandler, Arizona, where you can actually walk in. When I was browsing the website, there are so many different brands like Madame Polish and BioSilk. It's so many different things that you can purchase on their actual website. So it's just not their nail polish brand, but other brands as well. And they are all around the world. So you can walk in the store and purchase them in some places. They're also found in salons in some places. So I thought that was really interesting, and it looks like now they're starting to venture into eyeshadow. So let's go ahead and let's jump in with the 3 looks, and then I'll wrap up with some final thoughts. Let's get started. I have my eyebrows filled in using the Goof Proof Pencil, shade 3.75. I have also primed my eyelid using the Glam Shop Eye Primer, and this is in the shade Honey Cake. And I've been testing this out, and so far I like this. And this is like, you know, a good dupe for my Urban Decay Primer Potion. So, and it's relatively inexpensive as well. So if you're picking up an order from them, you might want to try it out. So let's go ahead and jump in. In addition, I also have these beautiful natural hair brushes from Up Beauty. And so we have everything we need to create our look. We have 6 brushes right here. They are goat hair. And so I'm ready to give these a try. They've been sitting on my vanity all week. I'm like, I can't wait.
This might be right. Either you feel it or you don't. Might give it a try, yeah. Our bodies collide. Baby, you're everything I want. Let's give it some time, yeah. Somebody told me I should hit and run, but they don't know, they don't know, they don't know. Nobody knows but us how we roll, how we roll. Nobody knows what we got but us, but us. Let them keep talking, let them believe that they know, 'cause they don't, no they don't, no they don't. Let them believe that they know, 'cause they don't, no they don't, no they don't. I feel so alive. When I'm with you, I'm on flight mode. You move me inside, yeah. Then we get disturbed. So many people let me know I should bounce from your world, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Somebody told me I should hit and run, but they don't know, they don't know, they don't know. Nobody knows but us how we roll, how we roll. Nobody knows what we got but us, but us. Let them keep talking, let them believe that they know, 'cause they don't, no they don't, no they don't. Let them believe that they know, 'cause they don't, no they don't, no they don't. Let them keep talking, they don't, they don't, they don't. How we roll. Let them keep talking, they don't, they don't, they don't. How we roll. This might be right. Either you feel it or you don't. Might give it a try, yeah. Our bodies collide. Baby, you're everything I want. Let's give it some time, yeah. Somebody told me I should hit and run, but they don't know, they don't know, they don't know. Nobody knows but us how we roll, how we roll.
All right, so here are the first 2 looks, and the shadows were really nice. As you can see, they just blended out very quickly, no issues, really creamy. And I kind of felt that way once I swatched the shadows when I was doing my pictures for this palette, and the shimmers are really gorgeous. So the first shimmer I used was Downpour, and that's actually described as a dual chrome metallic, and you can see it with that blue purple shift. Really pretty. It is kind of opaque, but then it's still a little sheer in some regards. So you might want to layer it over something, but I do feel like it is pretty opaque. And probably using your finger would be the best method of applying that particular shadow. And Humidity is a really pretty shade as well, gives a nice sparkle, goes really well with that blue shade. And I was certain that it will pair nicely with this particular matte as well. The mattes were really creamy, easy to blend out, effortless, nice pigmentation, or you could just kind of blend it down so it won't be as bold. But this gradient, even like the nice little light matte that's probably like not great for my complexion, it really blended really nice. And then this eye is just like butter. It's just smooth with these metallics, and I really like that. It just looks foiled, looks bright, it just looks buttery. It doesn't catch in any of the small fine lines that I have right here. These shadows are really nice. I'm trying to think in my collection, what does this kind of compare to? Because I mean, of course, some of the stuff Pat McGrath is made in Italy. I wouldn't say. I have to think what this formula is compared to, but it's a really nice formula. And real quick, let's talk about the brushes just for a second. So far, the brushes are beautiful, really soft, effortless, like the type of brushes that I usually like to use when doing my makeup look. So let's go ahead, let's do one more look.
Jag minns ju den tid du gav mig life-bilder, yo. Nu vill jag kunna ge tillbaka allt jag inte kunna ge förut. Det finns ingen annan där som kan stå här by my side, oh why. Sättet du rör på det får mig att dö för dig, baby. För de här yardis, de vill ju bara dra ner oss. Men du är fett och vanlig. Och det jag lägger all min tid och jag vill ha dig. Du får mig känna safety. Jag kan nog leda, baby. Och jag kommer aldrig ändra mig. Aldrig. Kommer aldrig känna så här för någon annan än dig. Aldrig. Kommer aldrig känna så här för någon annan än dig. Varje gång jag bak på dig, jag tänker vilket kap jag har gjort. Jag skulle gå tillbaks i tid, göra om allt igen och förstå. Ser det som ett allt, det är dig jag vill wifa. De här yardis, de vill ju bara dra ner oss. Men du är fett och vanlig. På det jag lägger all min tid och jag vill ha dig. Du får mig känna safety. Jag kan nog leda, baby. Och jag kommer aldrig ändra mig. Aldrig. Kommer aldrig känna så här för någon annan än dig. Aldrig.
All right, I'm back. Third and final look. Really gorgeous, but I forgot to mention my face details. So let me do that real quick. I am actually using the Huda Beauty foundation stick, and this is Cinnamon 440G. And I went ahead and used my Rare Beauty Concealer in 420 Neutral because this foundation is very warm, and I was like, ooh, it might be a little too warm for right now, but with this concealer it worked out well. Of course, tried and true, you know. All the pan right there. One day I'm gonna use a different bronzer. And I decided to go in with my Paradise Venus blush by Pat McGrath. And then I topped it off with my Pat McGrath Divine Rose highlighter. So really pretty. And then for lips, I decided to go in with Flesh Number 7, the Divino by Pat McGrath. So that is my face details. I was like, oh, I definitely forgot to mention it. So this is the third and final look, and it is a really beautiful neutral look. And once again, the mattes perform wonderfully. This is my first time using the mauve matte called Temptress, but it's a beautiful color and you don't have to build it up, but you can build it up and get a lot of pigment, so I really appreciate it. So for this particular look, I decided to go in with Desert Rose first because I have a bad habit of just putting on my shimmer and I want to put another color in, but by the time I remember and I just keep going with the shimmer, it's like to here and you can't see the other color shine. So if you're like me with that, put this shade down first and then apply this because it'll kind of just keep you in check. And I really enjoy this. Now, Desert Rose is actually described to be, it's described to be a duochrome metallic. And I feel like that's true, but the other shades that they're putting in that category as a duochrome metallic would be the shade Succulent and Downpour. And these two shades are actually a lot more sparkly in nature. Actually, I did not end up using Succulent, which is the darker purple right here. But you saw me use Downpour in the first look. But nonetheless, I mean, like, yes, you do see like that rose gold kind of flip. So you do see like, you know, the pink to kind of gold in there. So I do really appreciate it, but I feel like it actually has more of a formula as compared to Cactus and the particular shade Glow, where they're just more satin shades, because these shades right in here are very, very sparkly. You know, I do like the shade Sun. You do get a nice set of pigment. It is pretty opaque. You know, you can layer it underneath something else so you don't see any skin peeking through or your eyeshadow primer, but it is really gorgeous. The best method for these particular shades, I would definitely say, is just to probably use your finger. I did enjoy it. You didn't get too much fallout with them, which was really, really nice. They're not glitters, and they're really finely milled, just really silky to the touch. And you get a lot of shine with it. So I really do like that. It's just kind of like they go on really easy. All the shadows in this palette just go on really easy, really nice, no fuss. So they did an excellent job curating this, because you know I love eyeshadow, and I would tell y'all if this was just whack, but it's really not. I've seen a lot of other people kind of get this also, and they've had good things to say about it as well. The color story is really beautiful. I mean, I think it's neutral with a few pops of color, and I feel like the mattes that they chose will work for a wide variety of skin tones. You have something that's a little bit cooler tone in these two mattes. You have something that's a little bit more warmer, and it does play nice with this mauve tone matte, so you can kind of get the depth that you want in that look without going too deep and always reaching into this one. This one did work nice on my skin. I was able to kind of blend down, you know, this shade, and it did not appear to be ashy. The shimmers are just gorgeous. You know, you got some neutral moments right here, if, you know, for work or every day. And if you want to kick it up a notch, you got, you know, the shade Downpour. Downpour is like not coming to play with that purpley shift in it. So, you know, you got the nice mirror, and the packaging is just really nice. It's sleek. It's not too heavy, and I like it. I really do. And then on the back also you have, like, you know, the cactus and everything like that. So I think they did a really nice job on this particular palette, and I really do enjoy it. So you'll probably see this pop up maybe in a palette rotation or something like that. The price point is nice on the palette as well. It's like $41. The probably what excites me the most also are these natural hair brushes. I see the whole set retails for like $116, which is pretty much on par when you come in like to maybe Sonia G or Refer. I think for Sonia G in a set, do you get 5? I just checked for the Sonia G set. So you actually get 5 brushes. They retail for $150. And I'm actually looking at the Sonia Pro Eye set because I feel like that is one of the sets that is actually the most comparable to them. I have the Sky set, but the brushes are a little bit smaller. You definitely get like your pencil brush. You have your long R105 brush that's good for like putting out a corner and blending. You definitely have a more detailed, you got 3 more detailed blending brushes, which I think is really important, especially if you have like hooded eyes like me. You got something big and fluffy to kind of do the crease. But what I do like about this brush, it does have a nice point, and I found out that I did not really need to dip into another brush because I was able to just get it right there in that socket, and I really do like that. Not to mention you have the same shape here with the R103, and then you have the 102, which definitely gives you more detailed blending. So I think you have a really good set here for blending. And even though they're big, but they're not overly big, and like I said, I have hooded eyes. I don't have the most hooded of hooded eyes, but this does work because right in here. So I'm always kind of like Yeah, but right in there, that's where my situation is. And then you have this flat shader brush. Now, I would say that this flat particular shader brush is not always my favorite as far as picking up super sparkly shimmers. So it's like in here for like the more satin shades, this will work, but well, super sparkly shades, just use your finger. You'll just save yourself a whole lot of trouble and heartache when you're trying to figure out why your shadow is not translating onto your eyes, you know what I mean? But this is really good also to, you know, pack on shadow and the outer corner mattes, and like I said, more of the satin formulas. So, and then of course we got the little pencil brush. So I really love this set. This set, I've been looking at it like since I opened the package. I was like, I can't wait. I feel like the quality is among like Repher, and then even a couple of the brushes kind of remind me of Wayne Goss as well. So really excited to keep playing with this set. And I kind of like how it has a pink handle. It makes it a little fun. You don't always see that with natural hair brushes. They're always a little bit more subdued. And as far as presentation, I'm like, I can't talk. So like, here's the Sonia G Builder Pro. You know what I mean? So, you know, they usually don't see hot pink. Okay, so I do like that. As far as the nail polishes, you have some really beautiful colors right here. You know, this is what the brand started with. And I mean, I just don't do my own nails, but I do keep a couple of nail polishes around in case of emergency, you know. So this color right here is just like, I want to use this, but I don't paint my own nails. I used to, but I just enjoy going to the shop and getting them done. They definitely need to be done. But this is a no chip polish, so me taking that off is like a no-go. But overall, I really do like the color choices here. So a couple of them, I'll probably just gift them to somebody so they're just not hanging around in my collection going to waste. So overall, I am really thrilled. I'm like, I want to see what else they come out with as far as eyeshadow palettes. You know, I'm really into like a lot of the smaller indie brands, and because I like the color stories and the formulas are just like, And I'm still, so probably check, by the time I'm really trying to figure out what is this formula like, but the mattes are just so nice and creamy. I need a moment to figure out what those mattes are like. So just kind of check out my final opinion of this particular palette and what I figure out the formulation is like when I do my palette wrap up video or the palette ranking, and just letting you know, like, you know, how these palettes actually measured up after the first impressions. So thank you to What's Up Beauty for sending this over. I'm really appreciative. Leave a comment down below and hit the notification bell so you know when I come out with another video, which will be very soon. And subscribe to my channel because, you know, I would love to have you here in my little makeup family. And with all of that being said, you already know what time it is. It is time for the chair dance. Chair dance. Hey, 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 chair dance. Chair dance. Chair dance. Chair dance. Chair dance. All right, y'all. Bye.